you already have coaching clients, but the problem is it's primarily coming from referrals, content, and so your revenue some months is like this, next month it's like this. You've thought about running paid ads too, and maybe you've even tried it a little bit. You spent a little bit, but it hasn't really rendered the results, and you talk and hear about all these people that spent money on ads and absolutely wasted it. In this video, I'm going to break the step-by-step process down of what you can do to actually start running paid ads for your business to get more consistent revenue. So diving straight into things, I'm going to jump into my iPad. So the reason why we want to do paid ads is because we can literally tell whatever platform we want. Typically for most clients, it's Facebook of what I work with. We give them $500 and it'll typically turn into 50 leads, right? I'll put leads right here so we're aware. And then 50 leads will lead into, let's say, 10 sales calls, right? Booked. Let's say 5 of them actually show, and that will lead into 2 closes, 2 new clients, let's say. Or even just say 1 to even be very conservative, okay? And so the nice part is that let's say you sell a $3,000 coaching program, a $5,000 coaching program, I'll be low on this. You just turn $500 into $3,000. If you went to the slot machine in Vegas and you put $1 and you got $6 back, I think you'd probably spend as much as you can. So that's the power behind paid ads. The hard part is if you don't know what you're doing, if you are just kind of winging it and just trying to do your best, it could absolutely burn money and you're not able to go ahead and do it. And so the biggest thing when we're going ahead and launching a paid ad campaign, we first, as always, we first need to identify, right, who's the ideal client and what are we really wanting to go ahead and speak to them and what problem are we solving for them? Because with a paid ad, all that you are doing, let's say you're taking a piece of content. This is an iPhone, old version iPhone. You're taking maybe a social post that you did on Instagram, Facebook, whatever you do normally, and you're just simply telling Facebook, hey, take my ideal client and put this post in front of them. So you go ahead and you put this post in front of them and a certain percentage of people are going to click, certain percentage of people become leads. It goes down the funnel. But the problem is that if you do not have a very clear message that your ideal client resonates with, they're not going to click on it. It's not going to turn into a lead and you end up going to be wasting money. So that's part one. We need to identify the ideal client because that helps us understand the messaging that we're going to do. And messaging being in regards to the actual ad itself, the ad creative is what we call it. That's the picture or video that we're putting together. So that's part one of the messaging. Part number two, it's going to be overall ad strategy, right? So ad strategy. And what I mean by this is what are we going to walk people through? So they're going to see some sort of ad, okay, let's say a video or picture. And then are they going to be brought to a page to book a call? Are they going to be brought to a page where it's a landing page? I'll put LP, where they give us their name, phone number, and email, and then they go to a free training, let's say. So this is all the stuff that we need to identify inside of the strategy of what are you looking for, right? And obviously there's pluses and minuses of everything. If you have very little time and you have a bit more money, you just want to focus on that, doing an ad straight to a booking can be phenomenal. Typically, you'd want some sort of maybe, let's say, a VSL, which is just a video that's used to qualify people, and then we maybe have an application. I'll even kind of break down some of the other strategies for you guys that you could do. So it obviously always going to start with an ad right here. And the ways that we can take it is, let's say we bring them to some sort of video here. And then from then we bring them to an application. And the application is designed to go ahead and filter to, let's say, the qualified leads to go up here to actually book a call. And then, so we'll do Q for qualified. And then unqualified, UQ. People get sent to, hey, here's a free training that I have, but whatever you want. You could send them to something, right? But ultimately, if you maybe have a little bit less time and you're just like, look, I'd much rather spend a little more money. It's going to be a bit more for overall leads, but I'm going to be on the phone. This is probably the path that you're going to want to go down. Another option that you can do is the same sort of thing as we have up here of making it where it's an ad that then goes into some sort of video that then could lead into, right, in this video, or even I should actually back it up here. What we'd actually want to do is we'd probably have an LP, a landing page, where they give us their name, their phone number, and their email, right? And then from them, they get some sort of free video training. But then the nice part is you now have this information, so you could retarget them. You could prompt them to book calls. You can give all that stuff. You can do a lot of different things. coming back to the root of what we're talking about, right? How do we actually launch these ads? How do we go ahead and get them started? Recap. Number one, we need the ideal client. Number two, and the reason why we need the ideal client, we need to make sure that the messaging is in alignment with what this ideal client wants. Okay, part number two, we also need to go ahead and identify the ad strategy of what we're going to be going. Are we just going for straight bookings? Are we going for leads that then we can call them after we do that? For most coaches that are just getting started, I recommend that they do something along this, where essentially they have an ad that then goes to a landing page where they collect the name, phone number, and email, and then they give some sort of free value. We call this the lead magnet, right? Which is also part number three. If we're going to go this medium, what's the lead magnet? What is the thing that we can offer to the ideal client that actually gets them to justify giving us the name, phone number, and email? So that, once again, it comes down to the ideal client. What are they going to find valuable? Is it a free training? Is it a free community? Is it a free PDF guide? What are the things that you're going to actually go ahead and walk them through to get them to give you the name, phone number, and email? And guys, most coaches think that it's rocket science. It's really not from there. We've identified these things. We've identified the ideal client, which allows us to choose the messaging, which is number one. This is both in regards to the ad creative, which is the picture or video. And you also have the ad copy, which is the words that are going to be on the ad. We've identified the strategy of what we're going to walk them through. Let's say we went from ad to landing page into a free training. And then what we do is we go ahead and we call our leads. We call them, and that's more of a sales function. If you guys are interested, make sure, first of all, drop a like and then drop down in the comments if you'd like to see more videos about kind of the next steps from there. I'll probably even walk through this in another video. But let's say you've gone ad, landing page, video. You're going to retarget them with emails. You're going to call them. You're going to do that then gets them onto the sales call, that gets them to become paying clients for you. But ultimately, before we can actually get this to go live, we need to identify what is this lead magnet? What's the thing that we can offer to the ideal client for them to be comfortable enough to give you their name, phone number, email that then allows you to do business with them. And so, guys, that's really it. We've identified these three things. Now all I do is I go into Facebook. I go ahead and split up into three different things. You have the overall ad campaign. That's kind of like the main folder it's put into. Then you have the ad set, and then you have the actual ad itself. In the campaign, we just say, hey, we're looking to generate leads, right? It's typically like conversions is the name of it. Okay, so we're looking for conversions and we're looking for leads. Then inside of the ad set, we just go ahead and tell Facebook, hey, here's our ideal client. We put the messaging, my ideal client right here is what I was circling over here. What is the ideal client that we're looking to go after? And so typically the way it works, you just say, hey, people that like these interests that are in this demographic, right? So we tell Facebook we want to target this ideal client, number one. Number two, we then go ahead and mention kind of where we're wanting to go ahead and put it. Do we put it on Facebook? Do we put it on Instagram? Is it on Reels? And all that. That's another thing that we can talk about in another video. And then lastly, we go ahead and we just give them the ad, right? We would have already created this creative, which is the picture or video. We would have already created the ad copy. And all that we simply do, and also very last thing we would have created this process, this funnel that then gets them to the landing page, to the video, or whatever we decide to go ahead and do. So all that we do to Facebook is we give them, hey, here's the ad creative, which is the picture or video. We then give them the ad copy, and we just simply give them the link to the funnel. And guys, it is no joke that simple. I know that there's a couple intricacies inside of it, so if you are looking for help in regards to building out this entire system and everything, this is something that me and my team, we actually just build for our clients because we found that the learning curve for teaching people like yourself sometimes is too steep and we could just get much more results faster. So if you're interested in that, click the link below, book a call, we'll have a chat. Otherwise, this is the step that you can just go through, identifying all of these things on the right-hand side that I just went ahead and covered. Go inside of Facebook, you set it up on the exact way that I just mentioned, and that is the entire process. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to go ahead and drop a like. If you like a deeper breakdown of how to actually on the back end of Facebook set this up, how to actually go into the Meta Business Manager, exact clicks of what you need to do to make it even easier for you, then go ahead and click right here to see a video that I put together where I'm in the back end of Facebook breaking everything down so you can get your first ad campaign set up.